Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. This is your girl T coming to you live and direct from T's Corner with Greenleaf episode 10 review. I'm trying a little something different. I'm actually doing the review on commercials while watching the show because the cast is going to be on Black Hollywood later and I want to watch that too. And I want to get the review out to you as soon as possible. So, like I said, I'm trying something new and now I done lost my remote control. This show is produced by Garrett Vanderleef, and so far already, it's March to the Sea, Season 1, Episode 10.
Tuesday. There are only 3
and, unfortunately, Mac is not dead. I was hoping that bullet caught him right in the chest or right between the eyes. Not so much. He's got a through and through in the arm. But now we get to find out what Bishop done that he was so worried about a personal audit and why he doesn't want to turn Mac over to the police now, because Mac says if I go to jail, your daddy goes with me. And I really thought that after Lady Mae learned the truth. I had a brain freeze. You see that? My TV just did something weird and it threw me off. But I really thought that after Lady Mae found out the truth about Mac, she would change her attitude towards Gigi. But apparently the fact that Bishop is in trouble with the law and that Mac is a rapist and that Noah slept with Gigi, it's still all Gigi's fault. Everything is still Gigi's fault. So we'll see what goes on from there. So I'll see you at the next commercial. Okay, so as I said before, Gigi's still to blame for everything. Noah forgot to tell some of his friends that his wedding was off, so they showed up at the house, and Kevin and Charity had to entertain them for 2 hours, only to find out from them that the wedding was off, which pissed Charity off because she figured Gigi would have called her and told her, and Gigi's like, it's not my wedding, what was I supposed to do? And she's feeling some type of way about being the odd man out, and finding everything out at the last minute or being the last to know. And Jacob said exactly what I was thinking. She said, how come I'm always the last to know? He said, because you act like this. And that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, she acts childish, so you can't come to her with an adult situation. And I'm still stuck on that from the pilot and her behavior at the dinner table. Gigi, I don't need you on my team. Blah, blah, yeah, grow up. But what really touched me in this part, and as you can see, yeah, I had to relocate and change corners. But Sophia said, she asked Gigi, did you know this when we came here? And Gigi said, yeah. And she said, and you didn't tell me. And I personally, and my own family, as I've shared with you guys, you know, this demon has run through my family. And while I was spared, it wasn't because I knew who to look out for. I was never told who it was. I knew that these acts had happened. I never knew who the culprit was, who the predator was. And when I found out, it made it that much worse because it's like I'm around this dude all the time, you know. And I felt like I was put in a vulnerable position because had I known who it was, I wouldn't have been around this person. You know, I would have kept my distance, but I wasn't warned. And so now we know why Daddy's coming, and we know why Grace didn't tell Sophia. And that's because she figured if she told Sophia, Sophia would tell her dad. And her dad would be like, no, my daughter's not going to be down there and involved in that atmosphere and situation. And that's pretty much what's happened. So Daddy will be here tomorrow. And I think more than he touched my leg happened with Zora and Uncle Mac, because she's on like some kind of shutdown mode right now where she doesn't want to be bothered with Jacob. And sometimes, you know, you just lash out at any male behind what one of them done. And I'm thinking that maybe something more went down than what she told Sophia. So we will see as that plays itself out. And I think this is going to be like a very short review, because normally it's like 20, 35, 40 minutes. I'm yapping. And I think if I break it down in between commercials like I'm doing tonight, it would go faster because I'm limited in my time, and so I'm following these time constraints. So this is good. What I do want to share with you guys, though, and then I'll go to the next commercial break. But as I said, this demon has run rampant in my family, and one of my family members, my aunt, who I was very close to, she was the faith, I guess you would say, of our family. She was raped by family members as a child, and she numbed that with drugs and contracted HIV. She passed away 25 years ago, 2 months before I turned 11, and 6 months before she would have turned 30. And today is her 55th birthday. And so in honor of my auntie, I'm just saying to anybody who may see this video, anybody who is going through this molestation, rape, abuse of any kind, tell someone and get out if you can. Commercial break time. Okay, now I'm all confused. I don't know what's going on now. Lady Mae done went and picked Bishop up from jail. Meanwhile, the Deacons Board and Fred Williams have decided that they're going to tell Bishop he needs to reinstate Jacob because Bishop don't need to be preaching on Sundays now that he done shot someone. And they're all eating this wonderful cake. Bishop and Lady Mae show up and ask Pastor Grace to leave. She's like, excuse me? He's like, if you could excuse us. Now, somebody tell me what in the hell Lady Mae done put in that man's ear on the ride from jail to the church. Because I know it's her doing. Ain't nobody else that nasty. I know she done had something to do with it. So, Grace goes on and leave out. And, I think it's Deacon Williams' wife asked about the cake and asked if it was from Sweet Williams or something. I don't know anything about that. Guess it's a Memphis thing. And asked if the cake was a gift. Said yeah, from Mr. McCready. And all the deacons kind of pushed the plate away like, I ain't sure if I want to be eating no cake that Mac paid for, which I found rather funny. But anyway, so while Gigi's in the hall talking to Darlene about being excused from the meeting by Bishop, baby daddy rolls out. And for some reason, I don't know if they're still together or supposed to be together or on a break or something, but I guess we'll find that out because he feels a little bit short-sighted that he hasn't been mentioned to Darlene, who is clearly surprised that he is there. I'm sitting here like, why are you supposed to be important? I thought they weren't together, but we shall see. So that's where we are now. 39 minutes into the show, and the review's only 8 minutes. This is great. This is not a commercial break, but I just, had noticed something. Ain't nobody got their work clothes on today. Gigi in jeans and boots. Noah coming there looking like damn it to hell, wrinkled and ruffled like he just got up. But then again, he did just get slapped because his fiance is bipolar now. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Melise then just gave the scoop to an interviewer. No loyalty from the help. What is going on, Melise? You like family. Anyway, so Ray, who is Sophia's dad and apparently a deadbeat who hasn't really spent much time with her, has now come and put his daddy pants on and it's like, oh, you put her in jeopardy and she's in danger. Your daddy shooting people. The cop got killed here. You didn't ask me if you could take her across state lines. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And I want you to admit that while you've been acting like ever since our daughter has been born, the problem was me, that it's actually been you. You screwed up. And now I'm going to go and talk to my daughter about anything I want. And you know what? Because you did screw up, I can legally take her away from you now, according to our custody agreement. So, blah. So, I don't like Ray already. He cute. I don't know the actor name who's playing him, but he cute. But I don't like him already. He messy. He reckless. Going back to Arizona or wherever you were at. Charity still got her big draws on from breakfast. She feeling herself all the way. She no nonsense, straight out. So Kevy comes up like, oh, I'm so proud of you, girl, how you stood up to your mom. She said, okay, you are? Well, then you gonna like this. You gonna tell me what you ain't been telling me, and until you do, you don't sleep in our bed no more. And if you keep it up, you don't live in our house anymore. How you feel about that? Oh, love it. Yes, grow up, girl. Go ahead. You will stop being treated like a child when you stop acting like one. Keep your big girl drawers on and keep running stuff. I'm loving it. So then this same newspaper journalist who called Melise and got the silent treatment as confirmation, I don't know what she's doing, then got Lady Mae on the phone and said an independent source at the house has verified, and he just wanted to have a source to corroborate at the church. Automatically, Lady Mae faces like, and you know what she think? Gigi did it. Whatever it is, Gigi did it. Mae don't take no responsibility for shit. Your brother raped your daughter, and you let that shit ride for 20 years, and you still mad with your daughter because she didn't. I don't understand it. Maybe we're going to get some clarity about Grace and Lady Mae, but for right now, I love Lynn Whitfield. I want to push Lady Mae down them damn stairs. So, she's on her way to visit Uncle Devil at the hospital, because as I said, that bullet slid just a little bit too far to the left. So he's still with us. See you next commercial break. I swear, this hour goes entirely too fast. There is only 11 minutes left. This needs to be like a 2-hour miniseries every week. It's not long enough. They get me all hyped up. Last week after the show, I took my pulse. It was 97 beats a minute. They get me all riled up, and I'm still waiting on that showdown between Mavis and Lady Mae. And she called her a childless whore. Ow! I can't wait for that. I'm all out of sorts. I'm upset. I'm disappointed. I'm all out of sorts. First of all, I want Ray carry his ass back to Phoenix and stay out of people's business. You ain't seen her but 5 minutes in 5 years. Carry your ass back where you were. I'm just assuming just once in this process. I'm just upset. I can't believe Bishop. Let me tell y'all about Bishop James' ass. Gigi then went from being daddy's little girl to I don't want to see her. He in his feelings because he a damn criminal. You can't be mad if you're a criminal and somebody call the police on you. Those who love you supposed to call you on your mess. So don't be mad with her. So I'm just all in my feelings now. Like, how dare he? It seems like nobody is happy that Gigi done broke the damn case. If this was Law & Order SVU, we'd be rolling the credits and everybody be happy about now. So this is just some mess. And I don't know. And you can probably hear the TV in the background. I got the reruns playing. This is my favorite episode ever, because this is when Team Gino got their groove back. But now he acting a fool. Insecure Isabel's crazy. She done slapped all shit out of him after she kissed him. Bipolar much. And she gonna take a break. So she's going away for spring break, and she's going to stay with her mother. And when she comes back, then they'll work on him being the man that he can be, because she doesn't believe that he loves Gigi. She believes that he's still living in the past when he loved Gigi. I don't know, because if it didn't end right and there was no finality to it, then it's still there. And I mean, you know, when they pull up at the gate and they looking at each other like, you know, 20 years melted away. So I'm not so sure I agree with Isabel, but I do think that Gigi got too much on her plate right now, and I'm still pissed off with Noah for what he did last week, and then he didn't apologize this week. So let him go on and be with Insecure Isabel, because he's not ready for a woman like Gigi. He ain't all the way growed up yet. And yes, I know I said growed up. I intended to say it that way. What else? Lady Mae. She everywhere like I am. She just right about here. This is how her countenance is right now. You love your brother, and then you find out that he didn't really rape your daughter. along with a lot of other young innocent women. And you know, as a Christian woman, that you got to forgive him. But just as a mother and as, you know, a human being, you can't. And that's where she is right now. Can't forgive him, hates his ass, you know, hopes he burns in the pits of a fiery hell. I'm so there for her with that. But at the same time, I'm still trying to figure out how in the hell everything is Gigi's fault. I'm confused. This family got me like, And then Ray said something. And like I said, I don't like him either. He need going back to Phoenix. But he said, the day I met you, you told me this place was evil. And you were right. And I'm like, you know what? Shit, Grace need to go back to Phoenix. Because everybody at Greenleaf Manor is crazy. Everybody. She about the only sane one there. And I at least thought Bishop was sane. I did. No, not the case. So, that's where we are now. Ray's going to take Sophia at the end of the school year. I think Zora is getting seriously high in her room. I don't know, you know, what's going on there, but I figure we'll get into that a little more later. So we got 3 more episodes before the season's over. And we'll see. Because this episode just really left me like, first of all, the previews was way higher. Had my pressure all the way up. And it didn't deliver. And I'm not even disappointed that it didn't deliver because it opened up the conversation and left you with a lot more questions. So, because I'm thinking Ray and Gigi didn't live together in Phoenix because they have a custody agreement. So why is he saying you can come back? You know, his feelings still involved. So I guess we'll get to that when we get to that. So, well, that's it. I'm ready to go to Black Hollywood and see what they're talking about there. So you guys have a good night. Greenleaf, Season 1, Episode 10. Signing off from T's Corner.